most important thing that we're trying to do is take care of our already established customer base.
We do have a little different approach with our renewal customers.
We send out some additional incentives for them to hopefully come back. Again, we want them to be part of our family. We want them to know that we're working with them.
The biggest customer benefit from the whole lease process is it keeps them informed of when their lease is actually going to mature, and they can see that the dealership is going to help them walk through this whole process.
A lot of people are first-time leasers, so a lot of people don't know what the procedures are and what's going to happen at the end of the maturity.
I think the biggest benefit to bringing these customers in and staying in contact with them is making it as convenient for them to turn in their vehicle as it was when they picked up their vehicle.
What we try to do with our lease renewal process is keep the customer involved through the whole term. Our lease renewal process begins the day the customer buys a vehicle. Our salespeople are directed at that point to explain to the customer that they will be contacted in the future from the lease renewal department.
It's at 180 days that we send the customer out a letter saying that within the next 6 months you'll be contacted because your lease is maturing. If you have any questions, give us a call.
At 120 days, we mail out a priority mail envelope to the customer with a lease termination pre-inspection scheduled for them with a given date and time, and we ask them to call if that date and time does not work for them. As soon as that's mailed out, within 2 or 3 days, the salespeople make follow-up phone calls to make sure that date and time is good for the customer, and to also explain to them that they'll be available to talk to them after the inspection.
Between 80 and 90 days, we start doing the pre-inspections. It's a great time for us to sit down with the customer. It's a good time to really start working with the customer to try and get them into a new lease.
This is what the lease department should do, and that is bring customers in for pre-inspections, give them a pleasant feel of the dealership. They want to take a look at a new vehicle. When their salesperson is here, because we've communicated to them that they're going to have an inspection that day, they make sure to set aside some time and meet with this customer, and the best feeling is when they walk out with a spot delivery.
The renewal process has really helped the whole dealership.
We usually maintain about a 50 to a 52% renewal rate for any given year, so that's going to add up to quite a few dollars down the road for us.
It's added much more profit to our body shop, to service, to parts. Just in general, the entire dealership is much more profitable, and we've got numbers to back it.
The renewal process has helped the employees maintain their sales rate, if not increase it quite a bit. If they have 14 leases maturing in any given month, they're realizing that they're going to have 7 sales on the average out of that 14 maturing leases for the month.
It's a lot easier to sell or lease a car to a person that you've been having constant contact with than it is somebody coming in fresh off the street.
When we have a renewal customer in the dealership, we don't have a better outcome through the door than that customer there.
In the long run, we retain our customers. Yes, we want to get better at it, and we're still working on it.
I think that the 5-star process itself helps us to really fine-tune our lease renewal process.
So it's just one big cycle that if you take care of the core, if you take care of what brought you here, then there's absolutely, the sky's the limit.